Hello friends and welcome back to Twitterverses. So, Ethan Klein has decided to cover all of Destiny's drama, including the 17-year-old he has CSAM of. CSAM standing for Child Sexual Exploitive Material. This caused Destiny to go DEFCON 1 on Ethan, his wife, and all of his crew. Destiny brought up Ethan's past pedophilic jokes and many of his poorly aged skits. Some are saying Ethan Klein is a hypocrite, a few are saying that Destiny is just trying to deflect valid criticism, and many more are saying even though Ethan's jokes aged horribly, at least Ethan didn't admit to possessing cheese pizza of a 17-year-old. But the real question is, what do the people of Twitter have to say? We start off with Yeet tweeting out, Destiny officially burns the bridge with Ethan Klein and the H3 crew.
He messaged me on something, but I'd been in communication with him. I just didn't expect him to run and fucking make a fucking YouTube video in 2 seconds based off some DMs with us. Obviously, I would have approached that conversation with a lot more care in terms of how I'm phrasing things, obviously, but you know what? Whatever you want to believe what you want, okay? Inshallah, ABH3. Oh, I'm so glad he finally found his voice. I wonder how awkward it feels when his boss is sitting there railing on his Turkish idol, and he has to sit there and hold his tongue the entire time, knowing that he's getting fucked by Hassan's entire fan base the entire time regardless, and that being a spineless cook actually isn't helping him at any part of this whatsoever. But that's okay. And Ethan has to feel bad too, because he's sitting there while his whole fucking crew is awkwardly staring at him because nobody wants to participate.
Sean replies saying, H3 right now with a gif of Hulk saying, Night Kitten replies, you know, I've heard DGG is a scary audience of psycho harassers, but when Ethan goes in on Destiny, all the crew are joining in. Yet, when he goes in on Hassan, they suddenly lose their voice. It's like they're scared of some rabid fan base all of a sudden. Just interesting. Hirosin replies, Bro is still trying to debate head while having court cases and possibly being investigated for CSAM. Jenner Left Political Queen replies, Destiny is just digging the knife into me every time he speaks. I can't believe that I watched and defended him when I felt some criticism, mainly from Hassan, was unwarranted. I didn't always agree with his beliefs, but I felt that he used to be level-headed and not spiteful. I felt like he was fair even with his enemies. Of course I won't support someone who has put himself in the positions he has over the months. I keep hearing the bell, along with shame, 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 shame on me. Yeet makes another tweet saying, Ethan Klein and the H3 crew will be making a follow-up Destiny video today after their show. And he plays this clip.
Lots of shitting on Ian for being a total dope, idiot, weirdo. Lots of Destiny follow-up, which we're shooting in a VOD. That means a VOD on demand. We'll be shooting after this episode ends to be brought to you post-haste. And thank you to everybody for enjoying the VODs. Everybody's, people are turning around on the VODs. They're saying, we love VODs.
They're doing wonderful things with the VODs.
The VODs these are the best VODs.
Whack replies, I really like Starkiller, but the way he spoke about Destiny compared to his utter silence on Hassan for both leaking fans' news was absolutely brain dead. You will gain far more fans than you lose by calling Hassan out and being fair with your judgments. Obvious Burner replies, scared to talk about Destiny live because people notice the crew is so joyful on Destiny and silent on Hassan. Glad Ethan is admitting he has to craft a narrative. Dr. Amphibian Gibberly replies, well, last time they read out some random revenge porn of his. What's on the menu this time? AB rating his load, Olivia commenting on the shape of his cock. Great moves, Ethan. Can't wait to find out. Yeet makes another tweet saying, Destiny reacts to the news of Ethan's upcoming second video about him. Quote, I hope CPS takes his kids, and then CPS comes for my kid, and then CPS can take Dan's kids. Just gonna rehash of every other video made. This fucking retard as he's spamming on IG, coughing. Yeet then plays this video.
Oh, my good friend.
Lots of shitting on Ian for being a total dope, idiot, weirdo. Lots of Destiny follow-up, which we're shooting in a VOD. That means a VOD on demand. We'll be shooting after this episode ends to be brought to you post-haste. And thank you to everybody for enjoying the VODs. Everybody's, people are turning around on the VODs. They're saying, we love VODs.
They're doing wonderful things with the VODs.
The VODs these are the best VODs. Lots of shitting on
I hope CPS takes his kids. I'll say it. I do. And I hope they cry about it. And then CPS come for my kid. And then CBS can take Dan's kids. You know what? All of our children at the end of the day will just be fostered by Child Protective Services. Okay? And that'll just be, and then we can all relieve ourselves. He's just gonna be a rehash of every other fucking video made. God, it's so crazy how this fucking retard, as he's spamming on Instagram and coughing and dying of whatever diseases he has, is telling me like, oh, Destiny, I used to like you so much and you need help and blah, blah, blah. It's like the exact shit that Hassan was doing to him. Good memes. It's all good. I like it.
Destiny's business partner, Dan, asks the question, what did he say fuck me for? Dr. Decepticon Boba Fett replies, Destiny, for a CPS to take your kid, you would need custody of him. Oh, damn. Mr. Odd replies, do these morons not understand that Ethan can't help the coughing or the hand movements? He has Tourette's syndrome. Right side of history, Cody replies with this Destiny clip.
Whatever, you know, when you're 19, you're a little kid, okay? Now, if you're 22, a 19-year-old's not a kid to you, okay? I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the fucking same, dude. Don't give me this fucking, just because of some legal age of consent, whatever bullshit, I have about as much in common with like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old fucking freshman in school as I would a fucking sophomore in high school. Any type of inclination towards any of those people is really fucking weird, okay? Now, I know if you're 20 years old, it might bother you to hear that. Like, no, I'm 19.
Yeet makes another post saying, Ethan Klein closes his show today going hard at Destiny and his community. Quote, bro, you did that shit. People defending Destiny. Admit you're cool with that. Just admit that he's a creep and that he wants to F teenagers. And he plays this clip.
Bro, you're fucking cooked. You're a creep. You are a sexually deviant fucking creep with a clear, persistent pattern of trying to fuck, flirt with, sext with, fantasize about minors. Just admit that you're and people defending Destiny, just admit that you're cool with that. You can keep watching Destiny, you can keep being a fan, but we don't need to argue the semantics, you know, of it. Just admit that he's a creep and that he wants to fuck teenagers. Not like weird, not like weird, like almost like they've gone through puberty, teenagers. 16, 17. He just wants to fuck 16, 17-year-olds. It's not pedophilia. Technically, it's only pedophilia if they haven't hit puberty. I actually want to fuck women, or I actually want to fuck little girls who have hit puberty but are still under the age of consent. That's my preference.
I would have more respect for the defenders if they were just like, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Okay, someone said, Ethan, you shouldn't exaggerate the Destiny claims. Okay, so I'm making this video.
Yeet continues with, Destiny throws a low blow at AB and plays this clip.
If they haven't hit puberty. I actually want to fuck women, or I actually want to fuck little girls who have hit puberty but are still under the age of consent. That's my preference.
I would have more respect for the defenders if they were just like, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Okay, someone said, Ethan, you shouldn't exaggerate the Destiny claims. Okay.
Well, yeah, of course, but that's because you support 9-year-olds getting fucked, right? Isn't he Muslim or whatever? So your opinion is obviously not very relevant here. Thank you, dipshit.
You shouldn't exaggerate the Destiny claims. Okay, so I'm making this.
Bishop replies, he's not even phased, guys. This isn't even bothering him. Brandon says, I mean, when AB doesn't attack Hassan nearly as much as he does Destiny, I think it is fair. Destiny might be bad as a normal person, but Hassan is terrible online. Nicholas Diorio makes his video replying to Destiny saying,
I'm not gonna play this game of every single time some insane person releases some random screenshot or piece of paper or whatever, that I'm gonna come and run through all these communities and try to give some crazy explanation for whatever else. Because one, the only thing that's happening is I see that every single thing I possibly say gets either misconstrued or drawn out to the most absurd reality possible.
I absolutely hate when this happens. I totally agree with him. It happens all the time. Like, somebody will go and take a tweet, for example, and hop on stream and just completely lie about the context to their entire fucking audience, and thousands of people think that you said something that you didn't say.
Nicholas Oreo Cakes or whatever is saying that I'm threatening Willie's wife because I said she was a Mossad agent, which, because I have to clarify, was a joke, okay?
It was such a good joke. Also, I literally never fucking said that. I said that you are targeting Willie's wife, which is exactly what you're doing because you're mad that Willie reported you to the police because you told him you had alleged child porn on your computer. Then you jumped into your chat and you started talking shit about everybody, and one of the things you included was talking about Willie Maxshow's wife. And then, after all that was said and done, you responded to me, and for some reason just didn't answer when I asked you about all that alleged CSAM material on your computer, so I figured this is like a better opportunity to ask you about it. Maybe you'll see this one.
P.H. Davis asked, is the problem here that Destiny said threatening instead of targeting when paraphrasing your tweet? Diorio replies, yeah, considering it's two completely different things with drastically different levels of severity. Florida Man Dakota asks, lol, how does he not have a lawyer actually telling him to shut the fuck up? Not just legal mindset. For someone who prides himself of being such a bona fide genius, he's a moron, lol. Old Man Laundry replies to Nick with the Destiny system, a proven method to avoid cancellation. Distract. Flood the feeds with incendiary jokes and memes to shift focus. Evade. Use every debate purgatory tactic to dodge the core issues. Slander. Smear former allies who abandon you as virtue signaling traitors. Turn. Become the worst version of those you hate most. Example, Trump and Hassan. Ignore. Insist that everyone else is the problem and it couldn't possibly be you. Nuke. Dox detractors and unleash loser mobs to silence and harass enemies. Yawn. Play the scandal off as no big deal or a schizo witch hunt. Yate makes another tweet saying, Destiny crashes out, tells Ethan not to accuse him of shit he has no idea about. Take shots at Israel and Ethan's parents in the process. And he plays this clip.
It's called a hebelophile. It means I just want to fuck teenagers, not children.
Who's even arguing any of this? You called me a pedophile! And now you're saying that if you fuck a 19-year-old, it's the same thing! There's a difference between a pedophile who fucks kids, okay? Something that your country, Israel, is notoriously known for giving cover for. Pro-Palestine, I need an Arabic, a Shahid or Rahid or whatever it's called, song button on my soundboard, okay?
Like, is that really the conversation we're going to be having here with Destiny?
Who's having the conversation? Just don't accuse me of shit that you have no idea about. How hard is that? How hard is that? Like, I like all these other, like, why do we even have to talk about it? Why don't even, like, bro, you're the one who's reading down my fucking Kiwi Farms thread on your fucking show. What the fuck?
Actually, I didn't have 60 gigs of child porn. Only one picture. I actually only had one video of child porn. Actually, I don't know if you know this.
Save it for the video.
I don't feel like making it.
This is
It's
good
so
material.
fucking dumb.
Okay, good guy.
What, like, who's forcing you? Who's the person who is forcing this guy to make videos about me? There's got to be like some super controller of all the people behind the scenes, and I just need to get connected to that guy. Like, who's controlling Hassan? Who's controlling Ethan? Who's controlling everybody to hate me? It's a deep state conspiracy. Ah, bring up his Boston bombing vid? Why? What happened? Did he? Also, yeah, history alert. Ethan is the product of a ebibophile relationship, okay? Because his dad was 21 and his mom was 16 when they met. That's confirmed. Just saying.
Lil Triangle says, you sicko, she was a 19-year-old child! Killa says, I think we all have a pretty good idea of what it's about. The retard doxed the bitch himself, just to get hit with the hard truth. He's a kitty freak, sucks to suck, cause and effect of his own actions. He can lay down in that fortress arc with the future rapist and pedos of America in his chat. Willie Maxshow says, yo, guys responding with 120k live viewers. Nicholas Diorio replies, did he talk about the age yet? Willie Maxshow says, did my guy really skip our entire DMs? Wumbo Jim replies to Willie saying, you could arguably say Willie Mac reporting me to the FBI is maybe the responsible thing to do or whatever. But if you think that I'm paying $95k a month to my current law firm to ignore every single thing they're telling me in regards to this case, you are fucking cooked. And he plays this clip.
Everybody records every single fucking thing I say, and every single thing has been sent to the FBI a million times, which, let me be ultra fucking clear, okay? Let me be clear on a few things, okay? One, I do not have any of the material that these guys think CSAM, whatever the fuck else, on my computer, okay? Number one. Number two, all right? I didn't send any of this. There was no child stuff like that ever sent to fucking Willie Mac, okay? Number two, it's not like he censored anything or anything like that, okay? Number three, if you want to interpret my messages in the worst way possible, and you want to, and that's going to be the basis for some FBI call, listen, I don't give a fuck. If you think that it's illegal and you've called the FBI, I don't even care that Willie Mac did that, okay? I think that arguably, you could even say like, oh, sure, like maybe it's a responsible thing to do, whatever. That's totally fucking fine. If you think that I'm paying $95,000 a month to my current law firm to ignore every single thing that they're telling me about everything that's related to this case, you are fucking cooked.
Ishmael replies, if Willie called the police, my dude, just let them do their work and wait for the outcome of whatever investigation they're going to do. Destiny sure seems confident you guys got nothing on him. Ruby Stibbins replies, yes, I do think he's that stupid. I'm 100% sure that his legal team didn't tell him to store what might have been CP just in case. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next Twitter Versus. Goodbye!